Now, what happens is that I just want to give you something about the practice and the chanting. See, practice, some people think that yoga practice should be done forever. Not correct. Yoga practice should be done only until you become what is called master. That is called Siddha in the yoga. There is one yoga site called Siddha Yoga. That is, there already Siddhas. But it's not like that. You have to do the practice to become Siddha. Once you become Siddha, you don't need any practice. The example which is given by Ramakrishna Paramahansa is like this. This is a rice. You have to boil it. Once it is boiled, then it can never become rice again. You have to only boil the rice until you. Now, in the authentic yoga system, this thing is modified. That you have to do the practice until you get your goal. So suppose your goal is to get a girl for marriage. Whatever practice you decided to do it, once you marry, then you don't have to do that practice. You may do it afterwards, but don't have to do it. So whatever is your goal, you have to do it. That practice. Suppose you want to become tall, and you become tall, then you do the practice after. Otherwise you could do much tall. So this way, the practice is required. Now, what I want to tell you is, in the chanting practice, there are different kinds of students depending on the background, this and that, because somebody is coming from chanting background. So it is best for an average student. What they should do is, they should decide certain number chant. For example, Yogasutras of Patanjali, average you should chant 200 times minimum. Before that, you should not tell anybody you are chanting. So 200 repetitions you have to complete. So suppose currently we are only going to do how many sutras? Some 25 or something. 28 sutras. So these 28 sutras, don't worry, just go on doing it. 28 sutras probably will take you. It has taken 20 minutes now. But actually, if you do it alone, it probably will take 14 minutes. So this 14 multiplied by 200 will be 2800. Divided by 60. Around 50 hours it will take. So suppose you are doing every day 1 hour, you have to do it for 1.5 day, month minimum. Before you tell others to do it. Then your baseline is set. After that, you decide where you are going. Only some people will be able to master it in less than that. So like this, if you do, then you will get that rhythm. Now this about this. Now what we will do today is our last class, last of this batch. And we decided that we will cover 28 sutras. Initially we decided 15, but we found that we are able to do 28. So currently, some of you missed a little bit. Don't worry about that part. That part you get from the video. So at the end of today's class, I'm going to summarize again the whole thing. Again summarize the whole thing. Then just an answer. And philosophy. In 28. Currently we are finished the Bhava-Pratyaya Vidya Prakriti Dvayana Shraddha Vijaya Sruti Samadhi Pratya Puruka Iteresha. That means we have covered some prajna. What is the number?
Now it's 421.
21. 21.
21.
21 are done. 20 are done.
We have done the 20. Yeah.
20 are done. So there is something called Samprajna Samadhi and Vasamprajna Samadhi. Did you watch the video? Which is the diagram I told you?
Yes.
Okay. So she had the first day one question about the whole Samadhi structure. There is a diagram which is very important And that diagram you can see later on. Anand.
Okay.
And all the six, Zoe will listen to us, watch anyway. So she won't miss anything. Now, knowing this, we are going to, what he is saying now is this. The next sutra says, Tivra Samveganam Asana. Now, what happens is that you understand that somebody is doing the yoga practice according to Patanjali. We covered all different types of practices and what Patanjali is trying to tell. In this practice, what happens? The person is supposed to get samadhi state. That is the purpose of the yoga practice in Patanjali is to get the samadhi state. Only by doing meditation, not by taking drugs or by doing something else. So that meditation is described in second and third chapter. What to do? So the practice actually goes in second and third. But this is the process he is doing, and this is the goal of the practice. That's why the first chapter is telling the goal. Goal is told in the first chapter. That means you should never forget the samadhi state while doing the yoga practice. That is why the first chapter is samadhi state. It's like suppose you went to market to buy mangoes. You should always remember mangoes. Otherwise you go there and buy television, everything else, and at the end you came home and you say, oh, you had went to buy the mangoes. Otherwise you have to go again there. So when you go to when you say you are doing yoga practice, you must, samadhi should be your goal in a classical way. So this way now, he is doing this and describes samadhi. What he is told is that this can be done by abhyas and vairagya. And now he is saying there are some things to do and some things should not be done. And he has told the extent of them. The extent of what is to be not done is very heavy. Like you should not be interested in this thing, that thing, like that. And something beyond that, he is saying that you should not be at all interested in the life at all. Because gunas means the life. Sattva, rajas and tamas. You should not be interested in them also. Then you get the paravairagya. Now, definitely, this practice, see, there are two types of students generally. Some people find it very difficult to start the practice. They can't get up in the morning, or they are always late for the class, or they will say that yesterday they had a party, now they are full already. Some like that they will go on doing. So there is one kind of problem. Now most of the people come in this category. There is another category which is those people who are very good in this and advanced. They cannot stop the practice. Once they go, they can't stop running. So if you tell them that you went to run because you want to reach the Mysore bus stop in 20 minutes. Now in 20 minutes, 18 minutes you ran, you got the bus stop. Now you have to sit in the bus and then go. They still go on running only. They can't stop. So they never get into the bus and they are running. They will reach some other destination but not reach samadhi state. So in the yoga practice also what happens is some people go on doing the certain asana practice or whatever. They go on doing it and the number of asanas is increasing. And everybody is saying how wonderful asanas you are doing. Then what happens is they never get to samadhi state. Because in samadhi state you have to stop the asana. You must stop. That's why Sthira Sukham asana means don't do any other asana. Only do Sthira Sukham asana. Don't do any other asanas. If you go to other asanas, you won't get samadhi state. So what happens is your photograph will come in the yoga magazine, but you won't get samadhi state. So this is the problem with offering. Now what is saying is this whole thing is not a joke, now of course, because it's very difficult to do such a thing. That is why he is saying that Tivra Samvek. That means only those people who are Tivra means intense. And Samvek means their desire is also very strong and their practice is also strong. Not only desire, practice and desire both are strong. Only for those people it will be asana. Asana means this samadhi state is near them. near them means that they are going to get it soon.
Right.
Because why are you doing the yoga practice? Because you want to get that samadhi state soon, not in after 100 lives. Sometime you are going to get it anyway. So to get it earlier, it should be in this life. Basically, everybody is wanting to get samadhi state. Nanda wants to get a very good job now. In this life, if I tell her that next life you get very good salary, why not work for $5 an hour now? She wants in this life. Or if she wanted to take green leaf juice today. I said, don't worry, on the end of the day I will give you green leaf juice. Not like that, she wants to drink now. Like that. This samadhi state should come in this life. That is why you are doing the yoga practice. So practice means something to get it fast. See, pra and act. Proactive is pra means fast or intense, and active means action. To do it fast this life. See, prayer this pray means highly going down. This pray means highly going down. Like when you pray, you are supposed to go down. You are not supposed to wear a tie and say, "Oh, God bless America, I am praying now. God, hey God, come on, let me give me the basic fast." Not like that. You pray means you have to go down. This is not told to us. That is the problem. We are told that prayer means like a marching sound. No, prayer must sound like a very humble. Otherwise, call it national anthem. That is fine. Anthem you can be proud. There you are pro loud. You can be loud there. So don't do like that. So he said that only Tiva Sampek who are intense, they will only get it. Now what he has done is, those who are intense that means according to Patanjali, a yoga student must be intense only. There is no other students. Intense only is called yoga student. All others are not students. So some people will throw them out. Like some Krishnamacharya will not teach them at all. Krishnamacharya was very sharp. And if you are a Faltu student, he will throw you out. Now what is saying that in intense, there are three varieties. Mild intense, medium intense, and highly intense.
Intense.
So this is Mrudu, this is Mrudu, this is Madhya, and Adhimadhya. Now you can see medium and Madhya. These two words are coming from same language. Medium and Madhya, and middle. That means Sanskrit and English are coming from same root. No.
Same root or English is coming from Sanskrit?
They are coming from same root. It's proven to be in the linguistic science, nobody knows it, but in linguistic science it is proven. There is a similarity. Due to that, a lot of Indians think that it is coming from Sanskrit. But the linguistic, there is a science of linguistics. In that they have proven that it is those who are coming from one other language. Now, I forgot to ask. Is there any question from the past slide? Okay. Now, Tivra Samvegana Asana means that Samadhi state is going to happen in the case of three of them. Then, Tatovi Visheshaha. Now, what is saying is that some people will think that this is a very difficult practice, to do all this yoga, esprit, and all this, like that. So he is saying that don't worry, there is one more method which is easier to start with. That is Ishvara Pranidhana. Ishvara Pranidhana.